Welcome to today's practice, which is going to invite you to cultivate a deeper connection to yourself. In order to nourish those around us, we must first nourish ourselves. So today's practice will be very gentle movements beginning to open to the flow of your own innate creativity. So we're going to start in a child's pose. And go ahead and take the knees slightly wider than the hips. Come onto the tops of the feet. And then extend the arms forwards towards the top of the mat. Tent into the fingertips and bow through the front of the heart and the forehead. Take your time to breathe all the air down and out of the lungs, becoming empty. And take a deep breath in by the nose, feeling the whole spine as it rises. And exhale to open the mouth, take a cleansing breath out. We'll take two more just like that. Inhale on your breath, finding length throughout the whole spine. And as you exhale, open the mouth, allow the front of the heart to drop closer towards the earth. Last one on your rhythm. Breathing in, taking your time to become full, and then pause within that fullness. As you exhale, soften through the front body. Allow the forehead to rest closer towards the earth. Seal the lips, and as you breathe in, gently rise into a tabletop position. So take the knees to inner hips distance, that's about 2 to 3 fists. Tuck the toes under and spread into them. Press down into the earth with the hands slightly wider than shoulders and the fingertips awake and enlivened. On your inhale breath, drop the belly to earth as you shine the heart forwards, lengthening through crown and tailbone. On your exhale, press into the earth as you curl and round, pressing the whole back body, the heart upwards towards sky. And again, 3 more movements just like this in your breath. Taking your time to feel the spine as it begins to gently awaken through this gentle movement, forwards and back. And this is one of the most simple and beautiful ways to begin to nourish and enliven through the spine. Once you finish your third rhythm, go ahead, sit the weight back onto the heels, sweep the arms overhead, lengthening and filling up. Take the gaze past the fingertips, and then continue to reach and expand out through the sides of the waist, opening through the heart and the chest. And as you exhale, release just the right arm down towards the earth. Feel free to grab a block if the hand doesn't touch naturally. Rise up and out through the left fingertips and then stretch over top of the ear, spinning the gaze up past the shoulder. Continue to rotate the heart and breathe into the whole left side of your body. Press into the earth as you rise on your next in-breath. Again, take the gaze up past the fingertips, expand through the torso, and then release just the left fingertips down onto block or the earth. Reach tall out of the right arm and then begin to reach up and over the ear, taking the gaze under the shoulder if it's okay on the neck. Take your time to find deep, full breaths in and out through the right side body. On your next inhale, come back up through center, reach the arms overhead. And as you exhale, plant back into the palms. We'll tuck the toes, lift the hips, and then go ahead and find what they call sahaja space. So in Sanskrit, this word sahaja is a spontaneous flow. It's intuitive and creative pulsations. You can bend into one knee and then the opposite. And you can roll to the outer edges of the feet to begin to open up through the hips and the sides of the body. Just really begin to take your time and intuitively move in whatever way the body's asking for. So in this way, we begin to nourish from a place of deep inner wisdom, trusting in your body as it guides you with breath. And then in the next few rhythms, go ahead and find stillness. So gaze forwards once again, set the hands slightly wider than shoulders if they've moved. The crease of the wrist is in line with the top edge of the yoga mat, and then soften the knees, feet hips distance, as you begin to curl the sit bones up towards the sky. So begin to create lots of length by softening the knees and once again curling sit bones to sky. This will begin to nourish and open through the low back and allow that to translate all the way out through crown of head. Shake out through the head and release the jaw. And keeping a generous bend in the knees, go ahead, walk the hands towards the back of the mat, grounding the heels to earth. Step the feet slightly wider by a few centimeters, spread into the toes, and then grab a hold of opposite elbows. And sway side to side, again, Sahaja movement. Beginning to release through the torso, back of the neck. You can let the eyes close. Release fingertips towards the earth. Keep the knees soft and the feet wide. And then begin to walk the fingertips halfway forwards. So almost as if you're in a shortened downward facing dog with the fingertips tented, so the palms lift up. And with the knees bent, begin to curl the sit bones up towards the sky. So again, you're scooping the tailbone and then you're allowing the torso to drop. So we're creating lots of length, lots of spaciousness throughout all the vertebrae. And then allow yourself to wash the body with breath. You'll take 2 to 3 cycles here. Walk the hands back towards the feet once you've finished your breath rhythms. And then keeping the knees bent, the torso, the arms heavy, just slowly begin to uncurl the spine. Feel each vertebrae as it begins to stack upon the other. Take your time as you rise to the top of the mat. Draw shoulders up towards the ears and then soften them on towards the back of the heart. So spin the palms forwards. Step the feet slightly closer in, so this time they're hips distance, about 2 to 3 fists. Spread into the toes as you awaken them, and then stand strong in your body. Come to the bottom of your exhale breath here in Tadasana, mountain pose. And then together take a sweet breath in, filling all the way up. Exhale as you open the mouth, breathing out. On your next inhale, flowing with breath, reach the arms overhead. As you exhale, soften the knees, curl the sit bones as you keep the heart lifted and bow, swan dive towards the earth. Washing the body with breath and movement as you inhale, lengthen through heart. As you exhale, soften the knees, bow in towards center. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, sweep yourself to stand with a long inhale. And exhale, ground it through the center line of the chest. Beautiful. Take 2 more rhythms. Inhale, sweep to stand, fingertips to sky. Exhale, forward fold, keeping heart lifted. Inhale, lengthen through spine, hands can come to shins. Exhale, soften knees, bow belly towards thighs. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweep yourself to stand. And as you exhale, land the hands at the center line of chest. And you'll take this final rhythm on your own. So follow your own flow of breath. And we acknowledge here that the breath is what begins to nourish the body. And so it's through the power of our deep and even breathing that we begin to clear out stagnancy. And we begin to awaken the pathways. We begin to nourish the body on all levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Once you've finished your rhythm, take a deep breath in. And a long exhale, open the mouth, release hands by the hips. Inhale, sweep to stand, prayer to sky. Exhale, follow it down as you lead with the heart. Inhale, find length through the spine. Keep the knees bent as you press your way back out, downward facing dog. Come to the bottom of your exhale breath and get empty. Together, take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth as you breathe out. Drop the knees down on towards the earth. Once again, tabletop. Walk the hands back so they're underneath the shoulders. And then you'll take 3 rhythms moving with your breath, beginning to open up through the spine even greater. And once you've taken your third rhythm of cat and cow, go ahead and move into Sahaja space as we close out our practice. So you can take any movement in the spine that feels good. Begin to take abstract movements, very serpent-like. Just beginning to awaken, nourish all parts of the body. And take your time to find symmetry through both sides. And then when you're ready, we'll sit the hips back onto the heels, take the knees as wide as the mat, send the torso, the belly, the heart towards earth, and then flip the palms open to receive. Bow the forehead, connect it. And then once again, 3 deep breaths to close our practice. Come to the bottom of your exhalation. Together, take a deep breath in, filling all the way up. A long exhale out, releasing, softening. Full breath in by the nose, receiving all the nourishment of this gentle movement. And exhale, let yourself be washed and cleansed by the breath. Deepest breath in of your day. Pause at the top, feeling full of this breath. And long exhale as you open the mouth and breathe out.